Automobile Inspections LLC has over 800 inspectors nationwide. We produce specially tailored reports for different types of vehicles. Here, we've prepared a short video to give you a general overview of what we look for when conducting an inspection. Upon first approaching the subject vehicle, we're noting how it sits. If it's unlevel, it could indicate that there are suspension problems or possibly even frame issues. Next, we turn our attention to the panel gaps. These should be even and consistent. The doors, hood and trunk should sit flush with the surrounding bodywork. If not, the vehicle may have been in an accident or restored and improperly reassembled, perhaps using cheaper remanufactured parts. Painting a car properly is an expensive process, so if there are issues in this area, you need to know. We examine each panel closely, looking for paint flaws, signs of previous bodywork or subpar workmanship. We're looking carefully for any evidence of rust or body filler, particularly where it's been used to disguise a problem. We check carefully around the wheel openings, especially in back of the front and rear tires, as this is where rust often occurs. If applicable, our next concern is the chrome trim. Chrome can be very expensive to replate and some items are obsolete, so it's important that we check the chrome to see if any parts are damaged, rusted, tarnished, or even missing altogether. We look inside the trunk for water infiltration and rust. We'll check the back side of the quarter panels and the rear valance for evidence of accident damage, patches or repairs. We look up underneath the rear parcel shelf for rust resulting from rear glass leakage or paint of a different color. We check to see if there's a spare wheel, a jack and a lug wrench, along with any other tools that should be in the car. We record the vehicle identification number and then we move to the interior. Here we're looking at the overall condition and originality. Interior trim can wear and chrome parts can suffer from corrosion, so we're looking at everything. We log the recorded mileage and then we'll start the car. And we check to see what warning lights come on, if the gauges move and function as intended, and we note the oil pressure. We check the seat operation and that the door locks, windows, radio and heater, etc. all operate as intended. Where possible, we'll lift the carpets to check for water and rust in the floor pans. Finally, we'll depress the accelerator a couple of times while looking in the rearview mirror for excessive smoke out of the exhaust. Moving to the engine compartment, we look for evidence of deferred maintenance and neglect. We check the frame horns, the inner fenders for accident damage. We'll check wiring for potential electrical issues, and we'll look for fluid leaks. We note the engine number where possible, and we'll record the information on the body tag also. We check the levels and condition of the engine oil, coolant and brake fluid, paying careful attention for evidence of cross-contamination. With the engine running, we remove the valve cover cap and check for smoke or blow-by. We remove the radiator cap and look for bubbles. We'll rev the engine while listening for unusual noises as well. Now, these simple tests can give us a good indication as to whether the engine is worn, has potential head or gasket issues, or is in imminent need of repair. Next, we check the underside. Ideally, we get access to a lift, but worst case, we'll lay on the floor and do the best we can to find any rust, patch panels, frame damage, repairs, or leaks. Finally, with the seller's permission, we'll get the vehicle out for a short test drive. Only with this crucial step can the true condition of the engine, gearbox, rear end, brakes, suspension, and steering be determined. During this test, we note the oil pressure, temperature, and how it runs, steers, and stops. Upon our return, we ask the seller for help checking the lighting, and then we'll review any paperwork related to the vehicle like build sheets, receipts, and of course the title. These are just some of the things that get our attention. Of course, we photograph any issues we find so you can see exactly what we saw and draw your own conclusions. Remember, if you have special concerns about the car you'd like us to inspect, just let us know and we'll be sure to pay particular attention to those areas. You can place your order securely online right now at automobileinspections.com. Thanks for watching, and we're looking forward to being of service to you.